Alright guys, hope you're all doing well, hope you're all staying safe. So today I wanted to check out a survey. And now, a reason I want to check this out is because I've seen some videos about the Division 2 or even the Division franchise being on mobile. Which has me a little bit intrigued because I don't know if you remember back E3 for the Division 1 back in 2013, maybe a little bit later. They actually showed how someone on a mobile could play the game with you as a friend, someone who's not actually at home but just playing with a friend, and how they could interact with the world that you're playing in at home on your console. And it was a very intriguing idea. It obviously never made the Division 1, it never made the Division 2, but now we're getting, you know, possibly a survey. I believe it's a survey about the Division 2 on mobile, and it's kind of got me thinking. So I want to check out the survey with you guys just to see what it's all about, maybe talk to you about with you guys, because that sort of technology would actually be something they could do on next gen. And there's been a lot of talk about the Division 3 possibly coming on next gen only, which is something I'd want. So it may be something they're kind of looking to see what people think about the Division franchise on mobile, but it might be more to do with that rather than actually playing the Division 2 on mobile. So let's go over the survey here. So I actually received this, which says, you know, greeting Epic and etc, 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 and this is the survey. So it's obviously asking which country I reside in and stuff. I probably should have done this this little bit here. Where is United? Oh, there we are. Okay, and we'll just fill in this stuff. How many hours do you typically play games a week? Xbox, typically at the moment I'm probably only playing about maybe 20, and then this stuff I don't play. Always how often do you play games on console? Which way do you play games? Single player most of the time, co-op online, and that one as well. We'll go with that one actually. And which games do I play the most? So it's going to be shooters. We'll go with RPGs, I reckon. Action adventures, we'll go with that. We'll see what happens. So, do you own a mobile phone? Okay, so here we go, guys. This might be what everyone or some people are talking about. Yes, I do. What type of phone do you own? I own an Android. How likely are you to play games on your mobile? To relax? Extremely unlikely. To share time with friends? Extremely unlikely. To substitute for your console? Extremely unlikely. To pass time? Extremely unlikely. And that's because I don't play games on my mobile. Have you tried the following games on your phone? Nope. 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 And no. I wonder if it's going to ask about Division 2. Have you tried games on your phone that are console PC franchises? Have you tried other games on your phone? No, I haven't. Because I don't play games on my phone. Do you know what cloud gaming is? Yes, I do know what that is, thankfully. What is your level of interest in playing on the cloud with your phone? I don't know. I'm going to go with that because that's probably true. Which cloud gaming service is most interesting to you? GeForce, probably, and xCloud, maybe. Are you aware of in-home streaming services that allow your console PC games to play on your phone? I've tried yes. I've tried it in the past, possibly. How likely are you to use in-home streaming services in the future? Maybe somewhat likely, possibly. Which in-home streaming service seems the most interesting to you? Microsoft app, PlayStation Remote Play. Let's go Microsoft app because I play on Xbox. In general, how interested are you to play your console PC games on your phone? Maybe. It depends on what it is. Rank the following reasons you've been playing console PC games on your phone. Probably that one. Was this from 1 the most important to 6 the least important? So we'll go with that one. We'll probably go that one. That one. That one. That one. That one. Maybe. Do you know what? I don't care. How many hours have you played the Division 2? Let's go with that one. What is your main platform for playing the Division 2? Console. What game modes do you play in the Division 2? Single player most of the time. If you could play the Division 2 on your phone, how interested would you be? Moderately interested, because it depends what they do, I guess. You know, if we're going to actually have a full-on the Division mobile game, similar to what we've got with that Ubisoft mobile game at the moment. I can't remember what it's called actually. If we're going to have something like that, I probably wouldn't play it, if I'm being honest, guys, but if we're going to have something where, like what I said earlier about E3, where you can go on and play as a drone and join in with your friends and help them out, then I would be probably more interested in that. If you have the Division 2 on your phone, what would prevent you from playing it? Time? Maybe? Where would you want to play the Division 2 on your phone? Choose all that apply. At home, probably public transport when travelling, at friends, waiting in public spaces. Yeah, we'll go with those. Rank the following elements from 1, the most important, to 6, the least important, that you'd like to have if you were to play the Division 2 on your phone. Controller support, no, easy to read in game, easy to read, easy to see world details. We'll go with that 2. We'll go with this number 1. The least important is for controller support for me, because if I'm going to take a controller, I might just play my console. That's how I see it. We'll go with that 3. Easy to read menus. We'll go with that for 4, and then easy to read in-game user interface. If you were to play the Division 2 on your phone, how important would it be that the following elements remain the same as console? Game performance, frame rate, visual quality. That's very important, especially frame rate. Visual quality isn't such a big issue for me, but frame rate, making sure it runs smoothly, that's important. Game mechanics are, again, extremely important. Audio quality, not important to me. I mean, when I play most of my games, I play Destiny 2, COD, Division, whatever I'm playing, I actually don't play with audio. I normally listen to music and play, so it doesn't care. World details, enemies, environment, that's very important. Game progression, important, and game content, obviously, very important. If you were to play the Division 2 on your phone, how important would it be to have touch controls? I don't really know what that is, but I'm going to go with extremely important. And there we go. Okay. I thought it was going to be longer than that. But from what I've gathered then, guys, Division 2 on mobile? I mean, is that really a thing? Like, is that something? Because the way I see it is the Division 2 is kind of coming to an end for this year. I don't anticipate anything large for year 3. We might get something to the Division 1, I think, where we had like shields or something like that. We might get something similar. But in terms of like a DLC, big content, it's extremely unlikely. But the fact that they're asking this about mobile for the Division 2, it may be that they do something mobile related for the Division 2 for year 3. Or they're just trying to gather, in terms of the player base who are playing the Division or the Division 2 at the moment, they're just trying to gather from that audience, would the Division franchise be something that you would consider for mobile, and would you play it? Now, to me, none of those questions sounded like what I thought about what would be good, which was the whole thing that we saw with E3 in the Division, where you know, if you were out, you could join in on a friend as a drone, you could support those players, you could provide heals, you could do damage, you can pulse, just provide that support for your players. That to me would be way more interesting to do, and I actually think that would be really cool. And obviously you'll get rewards for doing that to your own account. That to me would be a cool idea, and something I think they could implement for next gen. But actually playing the Division 2 on mobile, I don't know if that would interest me, if I'm being honest, guys. The Ubisoft game that's out at the moment on mobile, that's not interested me at all. I've not even played it. I don't think I would play it. And that's the only really sort of type of game that I can imagine them doing with the Division 2, and that just doesn't appeal to me. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Ubisoft, I think, are going into the phone market more, the mobile market more, because there's a lot of money to be made. It's good business. But I wouldn't play it. I wouldn't play the Division 3, the Division 1, or the Division 2 on mobile. But if they did something like the drone, I think that would be a good idea, and I think that would be something that would be really, really cool. I know when we did see it back in E3, a lot of people, if you go down to the comments on those videos, you'll see that a lot of people are really interested in, like, this is like next generation, this is, I've never heard of this before, and I think that's something they could implement in the Division 3 for next gen. But that's actually a mobile game, not for me. That's it for today, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Until the next one, Epic out.